Clear Creek Comets. This is your PE teacher, Mr. Binford. Today we are going to be working on our weekly fitness exercise. Now this is something new. This is not anything to do with your daily fitness calendar. I hope you guys are still staying on top of that, doing that each and every day, and I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. So the weekly challenge is what we're going to start doing is we're going to have a different component each week. Okay? And with these weekly challenges, I encourage everyone to get involved. That means not only students, but staff members, teachers, administrators, moms, dads, parents, cousins, anyone can get involved in this, okay? And it would be the more people that we have staying active, the better, okay? So again, feel free to join in, all right, to any of these challenges. Now, like I was saying, with each challenge, we're gonna have a different component. Today's component is a cardio component, okay? Now when we talk about the cardio system, the cardio system involves your heart, okay, blood vessels, and blood, all right? And we need your heart to pump out that blood because the blood carries a lot of nutrients, okay, and oxygen to your cells, all right? So whenever we work that, whenever we're using the cardio system, that's a good way to help pump that blood so we can deliver that nutrients and oxygens. And you'll kind of see and feel that when we start doing these, all right, especially in the cardiovascular component, that you'll feel your heart start moving a lot and you'll feel your body trying to get a lot of oxygen during these exercises, okay? So the way this is going to work is when we have our weekly challenge, I would like you to do, we're going to have 5 exercises. I would like you to do 2 of them. That doesn't mean you can do only 2. You can do as many as you want, but you should try to do at least 2 of these cardio component exercises, okay? If you decide one day that you want to do 2, and then the next day you want to try 3, and then 4, and then 5, that would be a good way to kind of set that up. Or you could just go for it and try to do all 5, and you can continue on doing them each day if you'd like, okay? So here's what we got. The first one, we are going to do 30 jumping jacks. Now, when we do jumping jacks, okay, there's a lot of different things that involve a lot of high impact, which means it could be a little bit hard on your joints and bones, all right? So if you would like a low impact, meaning it's a little bit softer on those joints and bones, I'm gonna give that to you as well, okay? So when we do the jumping jack, we're gonna start out in what I call a pencil stance, okay? And all we're gonna do is we're gonna go to an X stance. So we're gonna go out to an X, okay? And then we're gonna go back down to a pencil, like we're in a pencil, and then back out like an X. I'm gonna show you 2 or 3 in a row, just so we can see what it kind of will look like fluently. All right, here we go. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay? So that would be the jumping jack. Now to make that a low modification for anyone that has a little bit joint pain or anything like that, what you can do is all you have to do is you can step out and put your arm out and step in. Step out, step in, okay? That would be a way to still do the jumping jack, still getting that cardio component, but making it low impact. Our next exercise that we have is a line jump and a lateral line jump. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need something to make a line. That could be a jump rope, that could be, I have a resistance band, anything that looks like a line, or you can find a line on the ground, that will work too, okay? So with a line jump, all you're gonna do is you are going to find that line, all right? And you are going to jump over and back over that line, okay? So I have us doing, on the challenge, I have us doing 20 of each, 20 line jumps and 20 lateral line jumps, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So for this line jump, all you're going to do is you're going to jump over, jump back, jump over, jump back, okay? Pretty simple. To make this a low impact exercise, all you're going to do is step over, step back, step over, step back, okay? Now to get into the lateral line jump, okay? All you're going to do is you're going to jump laterally, which means side to side. So you can see my body is facing the line, and I am right parallel with the line. That means I'm next to the line, and I'm gonna jump over that line, sideways. So I'm here, jump to the side, jump back over to the side, Notice I'm using both feet when I jump. Over, back. To make this low impact. Same thing, you're going to just step back. Step over, step back. And then you can speed this up if you like to make it a little more challenging but still low impact. So you go step over, step back. Step over, step back. Okay? Those are some different modifications to make sure that you are saving your joints and bones. Well, also you can choose to do the normal version of just jumping over and back. The next activity that we have is called a burpee. Now I know some of you have done this, maybe a lot of you have done this. I know we've done some of them in PE. For some of the lower grades, you may not be familiar with what this is, okay? So I'm gonna go to the side to make sure you can see, and you can see how flat my back is, because that's very important. When you are going to do a burpee, I'm gonna give a couple modifications for this as well. All you're gonna do is you're gonna first put your hands down like you're getting ready to do a push-up. Okay, so we put our hands down like this. We're gonna pop our feet back, okay? Trying to stay with that back flat the entire way. Then all we're gonna do is we're gonna pop our feet back in, okay? And then we're going to jump. Now again, there's a lot of jumping and high impact stuff in there, and if you're okay with doing that, that's awesome, okay? The first modification I'm going to give you, instead of jumping back, so the first part starts the same. You're gonna put your hands down. You're going to step back, still keeping that back flat, okay? Then you're going to step forward, and instead of jumping up, what I like to call it, and we've done this before in PE, is just a calf raise. Okay, if you look at my calves right here, I'm gonna go up on my tippy toes and back down. So that's a way to make it low impact. Again, you can add any of these modifications that you want. To make it a little more challenging, okay? The only thing we're going to do is when we get down to the ground, we're going to do a push-up, okay? So this is like a next level higher intensity exercise. So we're going to go down, we're going to put our hands down, pop back, then we're going to do a push-up from here, down and up, feet in, jump up, okay? I have you doing 20. Do as many as you can. If you want to try 5 with a push-up and that gets a little bit too tiring, modify it, okay? You do what you can do. All right. Now, the next activity that we are going to do is called a jump squat. Now, again, I said a lot of these involve jumping, so you got to watch those knees, save your legs, okay? But again, you only have to choose 2 of them. So if you can jump, I would jump just because that's going to help that cardiovascular system. All right. So when we do the squat jump, all you're going to do is you're going to go down in like a squat, like this. Okay. You still want to keep that back flat, chest up. Okay, and back up. So that would be just a squat. All we're going to do is add a jump to that. Okay, so we're going to squat down and then jump up. And then you can just kind of land down again and jump up. Okay, that's what you're going to do for the next exercise. I believe it's 20. Okay, I'll give you on the next slide or a couple slides down, it'll show you how many of each to do. All right, the last cardiovascular exercise is called the Heisman, okay? Now, if you're familiar with football, okay, if you're not, it's okay. They have something that's called a Heisman Trophy. And the trophy, the figure kind of looks like this, okay? They have one leg up, they have one leg out, and they're holding the football, okay? So this is why this is called a Heisman. I just want to give you that clarity, all right? So when we do the Heisman, we're going to start on one leg, okay? And another term that I've used before is skier jumps, skiing side to side. Okay, this is use some of the lateral movement going side to side. We're going to go from here, and we're going to jump to there, okay? And then we're going to jump to there, and jump, and jump, and jump, and jump. Okay, so we're trying to get as far laterally as possible. All right, side to side. I believe that one is also 20. Okay, so do the best that you can. Try to complete 2 out of the 5. Again, this is your weekly challenge. I'm going to give you different components. This week is cardio. Next week, me or Mr. Keltner, I don't know if you remember Mr. Keltner, he's my student teacher. He is going to be producing some of these videos as well to try to help engage and try to keep you active. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with those fitness calendars. Stay active any way you can, and shine on.